अले होले होले हो जाएंगे प्यार सजना, होले होले हो जाएंगे प्यार। भाई वो पागल हो गया होगा। अरे भाई क्या दे भाई। होले होले हो जाएंगे प्यार सजना, होले होले हो जाएंगे प्यार, होले होले हो जाएंगे प्यार सजना, होले होले हो जाएंगे। होले होले हो जाएंगे प्यार सजना, होले होले हो जाएंगे प्यार, होले होले हो जाएंगे प्यार सजना, होले होले हो जाएंगे यार। भाई टीम इंडिया, भाई टीम इंडिया, लेट्स गो बेबी। यार क्या हाल है भाई। टीम टीम इंडिया भाई, टीम इंडिया सारे नु सपोर्ट करो टीम इंडिया नु। चक दे फटे। भाइयों नु सारे वोट करो, सपोर्ट करो टीम इंडिया नु। ते थारे वास्ते खेल ले पीएमजीसी नु। अरे पाजी यारो थक यार, थको ना यार। तुसी क्यों थक रहे हो? आज तो थकाएंगे हमारे टीम इंडिया भाइयों, फाड़ देंगे पूरा उधर, समझ रहे हो? मेरे को तो लग रहा है भाई फाड़ेंगे भाई, अपने रोंडे फाड़ेंगे भाई, पूरा भरोसा है भाई टीम इंडिया पे। क्या समझ रहे हो ना? हम थोड़ी कम है किसी से भाई। भाई एक साल में 2 बार भाई, आई गेस 2 बार नहीं, 2 साल में 2 बार लगातार हमारी टीम इंडिया खेल रही है भाई। बताओ बताओ फिर ये क्या है भाई? किस्मत नहीं है ये मेहनत है, मेहनत जो हमारे लौंडे कर रहे हैं भाई, मेहनत। इस मुकाम पे पहुंचे आज हमारे लौंडे, द ओजी टीम इंडिया भाई। टीम इंडिया, टीम इंडिया। सारे ने वोट करो टीम इंडिया नु। हाँ जी, टीम इंडिया नु सपोर्ट करो। तब तक हम थोड़े मैच खेलेंगे गाइस, उसके बाद हम देखेंगे वॉच पार्टी। विल बिगिन द वॉच पार्टी वेरी सून ब्रदर्स। Children, you like and stream? Watch my stream. Let's go, baby. Let's go, let's go, let's go. What is up? What is up? What is up? What is up? अबे नहीं भाई, ऐसे भाई कैसे हो? खेलते खेलते थोड़ा रुको, खेलते हैं। खेलेंगे 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 मेरी जान, खेलेंगे। अभी नहीं, अभी नहीं, अभी नहीं, अभी नहीं। अब थोड़ा ना बिजी हूँ भाई, एक सेकंड रुको यार, रिडीम कर लूँ यार इसकी माँ का भाई। ये क्या ही तो है, ये तो प्यार है। ला 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 ला। अबे गाड़ी का ये नाम मिल रहा है यार। दे दे भाई, दे दे, पूरा दे दे भाई। भाई साहब 12,000 हो गए बे, 12,000 हो गए भाई। मैं मेन आईडी से खेलूंगा भाई, अभी मेन आईडी से ब्रो। भाई किसको सपोर्ट कर रहे हो बताओ आज चैट में यार। लेट्स गो। अच्छा टीमोजी भाई, टीमोजी ब्रो, टीमोजी भाई खतरनाक है भाई, टीमोजी ब्रो। आई मीन उसके प्लेयर्स भाई खतरनाक है। 7 किलर, पूरा भरोसा है रोंडो के ऊपर भाई, पूरा पूरा, समझ रहे हो ना? कर लेंगे बे अपने भाई लोग, कर लेंगे भाई। लग तो रहा है मुझे। अनिश 46 कौन है भाई? अनिश 46। इस कमेंट में बताओ यार, ड्रॉप ए कमेंट्स, टेल मी हु यू सपोर्ट। 80 पड़े हैं भाई, इससे क्या होगा? अगर कोई पॉपुलर रिएक्शन करे तो हम करे, या तो कुछ नहीं होगा। अरे भाई एक ही चाहिए भाई, एलिवेटन। अच्छा इसके लिए भी सेपरेट है भाई, क्या बात है। एडवांस फॉर्म ऐसा दिख रहा है क्या भाई? बढ़िया है बे। हाय 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 हाय, इसकी माँ का भाई लूट क्रेट। ओ हो। ओए होए 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 होए। कैसे करूं तुझको मैं अपनी ही तो बात है, तेरे समझ से होती नहीं है, दिल तो मेरा यूं तो है पागल, खोया हूँ दिल में तेरे सनम में, क्यों हूँ मैं पागल कहता हूँ। दिया तूने दिया मुझसे यूं, तेरा होया तेरी याद हो जाने। भाई कल का क्लिप देखा भाई, क्या मारा भाई मैंने यार, खतरनाक भाई, खतरनाक था भाई। दिल दिया तुझसे ही तो मेरा। भाई लाइक करे यार, लाइक करे, लाइक एंड सब्सक्राइब टू द
I won my
चैनल।
last
Awesome.
match. It is showtime.
बे क्या है बे, खड़ा हूँ क्या बेंच ओवर पे?
Good luck,
I
mates.
got 5 eliminations
Awesome.
just now.
इसकी माँ का भाई, इसकी माँ का। अबे डोमिनेट क्या लिख दिया मैंने? इसकी माँ का बैंड। ओ भाई छी भाई। प्यार तो है था इकरार हुआ, एक प्यार हुआ, जाने क्या होगा अब तू ही बता मेरे सनम। मैंने देख लिया है, उसको लगा कि मैंने देखा नहीं भाई, गलत है ये तो, गलत है। उसको लग रहा है कि मैंने उसको देखा है, और आपके भाई ने उसको देख लिया है, समझ रहे हो ना?
Help!
आगे खतरा है।
Help! Marked a location. Watch out! Watch out! Watch out!
खतरनाक मारूंगा भाई 3 किल तो हो गए 2 किल तो मेरे मिस हो गया भाई
Please recall me. Watch out! Watch out! Watch out! Awesome. It's safe here. Save me. Awesome. Watch out! Watch out! Marked a location. I'm recalling a teammate. Thanks. Excellent work. It's safe here. Save me. Watch out. Watch out.
लाइफ ही प्राइस ज्यादा दे दिया मैंने यार छी ब्रो इसको भी ले लेता बे फ्री फायर नहीं देना था मेरे को ज्यादा गलती हो गई उधर मेरे को लग रहा है भाई गलती हो गई बहुत
बचाओ
नंबर रुक जा मैं आ रहा हूँ उधर रुक जा आ रहा हूँ सेफ रहना
Okay.
अबे यार छी बे ब्लंडर हो गया उधर यार फ्री फायर देते रह गया
Help!
पता ना बंदे कहाँ है ठीक है ना वहाँ पे नहीं तो मैं तेरे पीछे आता हूँ
Okay.
सेफ है ना
Watch out!
अच्छा उधर ही है ना एक
Okay.
बंदा है ना
हाँ एक ही बंदा अंदर है इवेंट के पास पेटी टूर है
Watch out!
बोरा सामने ही
वो अपने बंदे को बुला रहा है माद अच्छा साला हील मार ले पीछे जाके मैं आगे जा रहा हूँ कर दे आजा 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 इसकी माँ की छू
Awesome.
उनको रिकॉर्ड करते हैं तेरी ना भाई कर दिया इसने शायद रोजा बढ़ी है ले ले भाई एक है फॉरेस्ट ले ली
Help! Please recall me.
हाँ कर रहे
Got it. I'm recalling a teammate. Thanks.
उसका भी टाइमिंग रहता है क्या? 3 मिनट और रहते हैं। बहुत बंद है।
Watch out! Watch out!
तो बिल्डिंग में बढ़िया बढ़िया। बहुत मजे आ रहे थे। पर मेरे तरफ बंदे इधर।
Marked a location. Okay. I need attachments.
उधर देख।
नाइस नाइस
Awesome.
नाइस नाइस नाइस। रिकॉल साइड रिकॉल हो सकते बंदे। रिकॉल हुए बंदे।
Help!
उसको पोजीशन पता है मेरी अभी। अपने को राइट से आना
Watch
पड़ेगा।
out!
एक सेकंड जाते जाते आराम से। हाँ लेफ्ट देखना कोई ना है बेंचो उधर लेफ्ट में कोई मार देगा नंबर 1 देखना। ज्यादा ओपन में है तू। यहाँ पे आएंगे
Watch
बंदे।
out!
मारने दे।
Help!
मछली है, अगर मछली फेंक दे। अरे सेल्फ रिवाइव फेंक देता हूँ, फिर रिवाइव हो जाता।
नहीं है नहीं है नहीं है। स्मोक है और स्मोक कर दे। तो एंगल चेंज करना, एंगल। चल बहुत बड़ी गए। एक ऊपर है ना, ये दूसरा स्क्वाड है।
आगे खतरा है।
अबे 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 अबे, ये दल्ला गया। मार के ना मार देगा, बहुत बढ़िया। अभी ऊपर ही है बंदा। हाँ वो आ रहा है, आ रहा है, लेफ्ट राइट से आ रहा है। वो देखो पत्थर, हाँ उधर उधर पेड़ के पास ही है। हाँ आगे वाले पेड़ के पास है, देखना ध्यान से। जोन निकलना है तुमको, देखना। चिकरी चिकरी चिकरी। वो तो लेफ्ट से लेफ्ट से लेफ्ट से लेफ्ट में तेरे लेफ्ट में बंदा। वो देख ना ना ना, राइट में राइट में राइट में बाबू, राइट में वो देख आ रहा है शेक के पीछे, देखना शेक के पीछे, जस्ट शेक के पीछे, जस्ट शेक के पीछे देखना। वो देख ये पीछे से मार रहा है, पीछे मार रहा है, ऊपर में उसको मारना। अरे बढ़िया खेल रहा है, एक
Awesome.
नंबर।
We are number 1.
वेल
We're the
प्लेड,
best.
वेल प्लेड भाई। वेल इजी इजी लॉबी भाई।
I won my last match. It is showtime. Awesome. I got the triple elimination medal. Awesome.
चलो।
अंदर अंदर रहना।
Help!
नंबर 4 ऑन फॉलो कर दिया यार। वो आ रहा है बंदा, सामने से बंदा आ रहा है। अभी यहीं पे रुकते हैं यार थोड़ा। ऊपर ही बंदे हैं। हाँ
ठीक है।
तो लेफ्ट से चलते फिर।
Watch out!
हाँ उधर बंदे।
आगे खतरा है।
आ रहा भाई।
Help! Awesome. Awesome. Watch out! Watch out! Help! Awesome. Awesome.
वहाँ के चूत बहुत बंदे हैं।
Help!
नंबर 1 मेरे भारी बंदे।
Watch out! Please recall me.
पीछे 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 आ जा, थोड़ा पीछे आ जा।
I'm recalling a teammate. Thanks. Awesome. Awesome. Help! Watch out! Thanks. Awesome. Watch out! Awesome.
अरे ना, दोनों तरफ से आगे यार। Shit बेंचोद। रिकॉल है ना तेरा?
Please recall me. A teammate. Got it.
रिकॉल कर रहे हो? यहाँ पे बंदे लड़ाई कर रहे हैं पर
एक नंबर।
Awesome.
आगे खतरा है।
Awesome.
वो दरवाजा खुला है।
भोसड़ी के चल के लौड़े अरे नुबड़े डिब्बा खत्म हो गया।
रिकॉल खत्म हो गया सबका।
हाँ वही बोल रहा हूँ, रिकॉल नहीं है। मैं आ रहा हूँ तेरे को। दोनों मर गया ना ये।
दोनों मर गए। तुमने एग्जिट भी कर गए।
हाँ एग्जिट पे चले गए।
इस टीम में बंदे हैं।
ठीक है आ रहे हैं।
काल काल कुछ है।
गाड़ी भी नहीं मिली।
आजा भाई मिडिल टीम में आजा, मिडिल टीम में आजा, यहाँ पे बंदे बहुत हैं।
ठीक है बस गाड़ी लेके आ रहा हूँ। और यहाँ पे बंदे कूद गए यार, सामने बंदे। बहुत बंदे इधर, मर जाऊंगा मैं।
निकले निकले, यहाँ पे भी एक स्क्वाड है मेरे पास, लेकिन सब अलग अलग हैं। हो चुकी फ्रेम चेंज, ये तो कल मिलूगी ਤੁਹਾਨੂੰ, कल मिलूगी।
गांड फट गई मेरी इधर, बहुत बंदे। आओ कहाँ से? आ जाओ जोन के अंदर आ जाओ। चिकन ही है अपना यार। अबे तुम आ रहे हो ना, ऊपर से आना, वहाँ पे बंदे हैं इधर इस साइड पे।
ठीक है।
इधर बंदे हैं।
नहीं।
जोन में निकलो, जोन में।
हाँ
और ये 249 मीटर पे नॉक किया पता मैंने बंदा।
वहाँ देखा मैंने इधर ना।
Watch out!
फिनिश नहीं हुआ।
आगे खतरा है।
देखना ट्राई करके फिनिश होता तुमको।
ठीक है ठीक है।
आगे खतरा है।
शायद वो रिवाइव दे रहा है।
आजा आजा फिर आजा।
बीएडएम के पीछे हो।
देख अंदर बैठ गया, वो अंदर बैठ गया।
पत्थर के साइड पे है। बढ़िया बे।
एक बंदा यहीं पे है, छत पे ही है। दो बंदे हैं यहीं पे, एक बंदा और। दूसरा
चलो ये
Watch
साइड
out!
कर रहा था।
तू चला ले मेरा तो है नहीं कोई अप्लाई नहीं
एक सेकंड नहीं यार कोई नहीं है
फिर स्टार्ट कर दे
हाँ हाँ
रैंडम आ
हाँ
जाएंगे
ठीक है ठीक है
I won my last match. I won my last match.
मैंने देखा था आ रहा हूँ दिन निकल जाओ
I need attachments.
कैमरे नंबर
बढ़िया काम किया।
नंबर आ रहा हूँ दिन निकल जाओ
बचाओ, मुझे घेर लिया गया है। बचाओ, मुझे घेर लिया गया है। बचाओ, मुझे घेर लिया गया है। बचाओ।
बहन चोद बाहर बंदे हैं बाहर बंदे संभाल के आगे
Watch
बंदे
out.
आजा आजा
Watch out. Watch out. Marked a location.
बढ़िया बढ़िया बढ़िया
Help. Help.
यहाँ पे कोई नहीं है आ जाना आ रहा है तो डॉक में बंदे, डॉक में। नहीं रे बैंड की चूत बेंचो गेम।
Don't give up. Your teammates can still recall you.
ना बंदे ना हो ना तो स्मोक कर लेना स्मोक।
I'm recalling a teammate. Thanks.
ये साथ में कर देंगे। लूट है नंबर 1 उधर।
Watch out.
दे
I got supplies. Help.
इसको रिकॉल कर दो।
I got Please supplies. Recall me. Got it. I'm recalling a teammate.
बचाओ!
Thanks.
कैब में बंदे हैं क्या? फायरिंग आ रही थी। यहाँ पे ये पड़ी है गन ले ले।
I got supplies.
मेरे बाबू है।
I got supplies.
कैब में तो कोई नहीं लग रहा।
आगे खतरा है।
अच्छा हाँ वहाँ पे तो बंदे हैं। दिख नहीं रहा मेरे को।
अच्छा उधर गाड़ी है
Watch out!
ऐसा तीरो एनिमीज हो यहाँ एनिमीज हो ऐसा
Marked an airdrop.
एनिमी है उधर ही एनिमी है आजा
A good ninja patiently waits for their prey.
स्कोप ले लेता हूँ मैं अबे दल्ला
Watch out.
कैंपर मार बढ़िया बढ़िया बे सेक्सी ब्रो आजा आजा साला कुतिया कैंपर
Help!
दूर से कोई मार रहा है बे ओ हो सारे फील्डिंग लगा के रखे इधर
Watch out!
इधर है नंबर 1 ऊपर से आ रहा है बंदा
Watch out!
ओपन में यहाँ पे आया है घर
Watch
के
out!
पास
Hey, I'm hurt. Give me a hand. Hey, I'm hurt. Give me a hand.
आगे बे सारे लोग
Hey, I'm hurt. Give me a hand.
आगे खतरा है।
Please recall me. Let's fight together. Teammate. I got the Quadra Elimination Medal.
मला मांग माने सेट आइबे ए रास्ता में आइबे तो ए सब चलो बा
I got the Triple Elimination Medal.
रोज गांजा खाओ अपन चिल्ली बाबा ना रोज गांजा खाओ बे और के लिए बोल हां गांजा का आनंद में फल खाइए 10,000 देबे जा क्या इसमें पुनः बोल আমার ছেলে লাগবে বল ছেলে থেকে বল আমার ছেলে না আমি আছে নতুন ছেলে কিনতে হবে আমার ছেলে লাগবে ছেলে নাই বানা নতুন ছেলে কিনতে হবে পুরান ব্লগ যে না কেটে দিলে ঠিক তো নতুন ছেলে বানা বাতুয়া ए सम्राट हां बच्चे কেন তুই কাল বললি আমি বেরি খাই না খাই না তো খাই না না বানা খেয়ে না খেতে সিরিয়াসলি তুই বিল খেতে শিকার কর स्कूल है वहाँ स्कूल है खुद माइल का तो मजे है
मारा मार
Help! Help!
আরে মানে রে শর্ট গানে ভেঙে দিছে আমাকে এক কেমে দিলে রে মানে একজনকে নক করলাম রে মানে
Come to me.
আবে আমার রিলোড পড়ে গেল না লক দিয়েছিলাম বলিয়া
পাওয়ার প্ল্যান চল
I need consumables.
এনিমি নামছে ওই এনিমিটাকে ভাঙবো এনিমি নামছে এনিমিটাকে ভাঙবো
আবে ওকে মেরে দিতে আমার রিলোড পড়ে গেল একে মে
ওই ইভেন্ট 4 নম্বর কে দিয়েছে
Don't give up. Your teammates can still recall you.
अरे भाई ओए आज दे दिया भाई
মেলা বান্ধব হবে এটা তুমি আসি যে পাওয়ার প্ল্যান্ট আসছে যে
ইভেন্টে চলে গেছে
বাহ
জানার ভয় আছে মানে গানে পাকাম লাগে
ওইটা বান্ধব হবে না
দিয়ে মানে করতে
Help!
দেখি ভাই এই রে ইয়ে পালাবে পালাবে পালাবে
দাঁড়া পয়সাটা কাটি আমার ভাই আই এখানে পয়সা ধরে কাটতে বলতে পারবো না
পালা পালা
Please recall me.
যাস না যাস না যাস না
क्या लौड़ा है
এলামে যাস না যাস না যাস না কি করছিস মারা
কি করছে দাদা
We will never put you, a first-time visitor, in danger without any
पक्का स्प्रिट्स विल
I need a weapon. I won my last match. Good luck, mates. Good luck, mates. I need a weapon. Help! Form up on me. Help! Watch out! Form up on me. Watch out! Form up on me.
मार चोता
Please recall me. Got it. Got it. I'm recalling a teammate. Thanks. Marked a vehicle. Form up on me. Help! Please recall me. Awesome. Help! Awesome. Help! Help! Awesome. Thanks. I'm recalling a teammate. Thanks. Awesome. Form up on me. Watch out! Help! Form up on me. Form up on me. Form up on me. Watch out! It's safe here. Got it. Save me. I need consumables. Form up on me. Watch out! Watch out! Watch out! Watch out!
मेरी डॉट कर रही हो आप?
Upstairs, squeeze out underneath. GS9. Pretty decent submachine gun exclusive to Rondo. Amori's looking for the parachutes. Not seeing any just yet. Alpha 7 back up to 3 now. Again, as I was saying before, the typical strategy is to send 3 in towards a location you want to control. You have 1 outpost sent over towards the recall beacon.
First time I've seen a team get more than 4 points on a hot drop.
Yeah,
certainly in Rondo. I'm talking about the Rondo recall system, but because we've hypothesized, you know, what's the maximum number of points you can get from one team. It looks like R8 are trying to set that record right now. Goodness me. Okay, if you get 6 or 7 points from a single team, I mean, they're called Alpha 7, right? Maybe that's because they're worth 7 points.
Yeah, we'll take 7 off them. That's 6 elims total. But also that indicates that Alpha 7 has lost the fight twice, which is not great for the prospects of Alpha 7 going forward. I mean, losing to R8 as well, in the past, that might have seemed as like a big upset, but I think R8's actually improved a lot over the years. Most of those players are veterans now of the game. They've been playing a very, very long time. I think they're all very good. There's some small changes here and there. But yeah, I think Marth's always been a bit of an underestimated player, and he's consistently been getting better. Ida also has just always been a strong suitor on that team. So I think for R8, you know, that is a fantastic start for them, but also not too surprising considering their uptick in their trend.
So, I mean, it's a great start, right? If you want to have a big game, crack on with Rondo and get towards the top of the gauntlet. Alpha Gaming starting to make their move from Yulin down towards that southeast side, crashing into the rocks there. Zol not going to go any further. Maybe spotted a couple of mad bulls ahead of him and decided, you know what, I'm going to wait for the rest of my team to handle this one.
Man, APG's got brightness on maximum there. Like he was gazing into the sun. The screen was illuminating half the stage. When he switched the phone up to 120% on the brightness.
Hey, you know, they can handle it, those phones. They got all the bells and whistles. Thunder Talk.
Oh, bring sunglasses in.
Off the wall, yeah. I don't think they put sunglasses on your face. I think they're just short of that feature. But everything else, they pretty much got it on lock. Mad Balls crashing in, and Kara, Tulika spots one of them. And also has to crawl back upstairs. Remember, the recall beacon's still active, still accessible potentially. Although it's going to get harder in the middle of the circle, which is where we find ourselves right now, Blank. It is going to be a little bit more difficult to find those recall beacons. So losing a player here is a little bit more terminal than perhaps losing a player further towards the outside.
It does get a little bit tougher. That's the sacrifice you have to make, right? If you want center, likely you're not getting a second chance here. Certainly possible to make happen, but by the time you start heading center, a lot of teams start to gatekeep on these recall beacons, which is something that's happening a lot more frequently. And I do think that this initial stint of eliminations, of aggression, does start to die down a little bit as teams head on over towards that early game, that mid game. I'd say that probably kicks in
teams are going to be leaving from around them, so not too much danger of third party as nades start to bounce on in, and he goes down to the bombardment in the basement. Too a nade out through the door, stops first breach, gives him a little bit more time to play with. Teams are going to be leaving from around them, so not too much danger of third party as nades start to bounce on in, and he goes down to the bombardment in the basement. Too much to handle. CEO, you're fired.
Given the old basketball maneuver there as well, bounced it off the floor into his face. I love that nade. You don't see those all that often. This is very messy right now. And I mean, we didn't really talk about the circle but too much, but this has shifted over towards the eastern side. There is a lot of space down towards the southern edge of Yeongu right now on Jidana City that is available. This circle could push towards as well. Most teams are sat down towards Tulang right now on the south side. Huge amount of water involved. It's a very uncomfortable circle, very uncomfortable, and you can tell that just by this terrain that you're looking at right here. It's, you know, small divots to play in, small defiles you can set up, but other than that, very rough. And I mean, this is where you really want to be able to use the destructible terrain to your advantage, right? Being able to bomb out some of these areas with the nades, create those small craters is going to be very useful. More so than this is having buildings like GS. That does make your life a lot easier.
Yeah, that's a big advantage right now. Coming in through on that south side, a little bit closer to Tulang. I think the teams on the south are going to have a little bit cleaner of a time for now, but I think as things move forwards, it is the teams further up towards the north where Thundertalk most point
does shift towards the northeast. It's there's a chance there. I'm not going to say it's like a startlingly large possibility, but it is one of those positions you do need to be aware of, which is quite like DRX's spot. They haven't set themselves up for a massive elim game, but should the circle move over towards the eastern side, they have the bridge to work around, and also they could just gatekeep if they wanted to, and that's where they could pick up a lot of eliminations in the chaos and the panic that ensues after a circle like that. But as usual, I'm going to set all this up and we are not going to go towards the eastern side, so I won't talk about it until that happens. In the meantime, Thunder Talks over towards that central arena, like you said, alongside with DX Xavier. Well, maybe I do need to talk about it. Completely undefined, right? Completely undefined. I'd say it was slightly more over towards that northeastern side in terms of land. But yeah, I think that you pretty much have to stick to your guns here. If you're Alpha 7, you are having a great time off the back of this. Mad Bulls moving into GK. Very bad stuff here happening for them, but luckily Flip's on the outside. Wonderful off-angle player, but then he's got two enemies to deal with here in front of him. Safji and Ragnarok. See what Flip can get done here. He's very good when it comes to the clutches, usually, for Mad Bulls.
Oh, Ragnarok rolls on in and finds two players. So I think there might have been three on the middle there for the Mad Bulls. Flip with a nade on in, looking to try and stop Ragnarok from doing any more damage here. But the rest of his team has melted. He might be an off-angle player, but now he is the angle. And we'll have to try and find something. Nice. A real big re-knock there as Ragnarok actually has to send around the edge. But fortunately, he is kowtowed down behind as Regnum Kaya chime into the fight. There's off angles everywhere, Blank. This is the messy area we were talking about. This northern road, so difficult.
That's a bold push. Very bold push from Flip here. He's been taking a little bit of damage from behind, hoping this nade goes through. Regnum Kaya completely stymieing his approach. I think it's a very smart play from Ragnarok as well to immediately switch back over towards the rest of the team. It put the pressure on Flip in a big way where he had to speed up his gameplay, accelerate a little bit because it meant his teammates dying. And Ragnarok might just get I think getting the full team res is going to be a bit difficult. Maybe if you clean this up slightly sooner. There's a slight indecision here, and now Regnum Kai should be able to clean up the pieces nice and easily. I don't know what to say here. This is such an evil circle to start off the day. In fact, just to start off PMGC in general. And Alpha 7 get incredibly lucky with this one. I think that's the play you have to make if you're a two-man squad, as you head to the unknown side of the map, which in this case is northeast. But they get so lucky this continuing to be in the circle in stage 5. I mean, by stage 5, you're usually assuming the circle to pick one of two land masses to go to. But because this has been so central each time, the algorithm basically just says, well, we just have to split.
Yeah, it's a real nasty circle right now. And I mean, at the start of the game, playing like lemmings, you think that Alpha 7 do need to have a little bit of an uptick on performance there. As a rotate comes through for the Wolves, they're trying to crash on in. They do not have any other option. Thundertalk are going to be on the defense here. Plenty of teams trying to crunch their way through, as well as R8 try and move up north towards the IQ position, but they are finally falling. With 12 elims, though, they've already had a banger of a game. A nade onto the outside leaves just the one player now. Baton for Wolves, alive, up on the wall, dancing around, trying to find an opening, but it's not being presented. Thundertalk playing solid, stalwart on their defense, and there's nothing doing. Now he's at long range with the shotgun, and he's got to keep the lead pouring out, but it's not going to be enough to get all three. But goodness me, it was close.
I mean, it's the correct move. It's the correct move from Thundertalks. It was slightly less glamorous than they were hoping potentially, but it is the right move. Is to send 3 out on a quick spin there to take down Baton, because the way he was running around, I think they realized that they were just going to be wasting nades, sending out the window, hoping for something like that. If they get this done right now, it means they can have a lot more pressure over towards the future. DXavier played a blinder here on this game, moving over towards that northeastern position after seeing that circle and getting it done so effectively. APG with some good nades as per usual, but one is sent back their way in Scarface, as well as Ketch, doing a huge amount of damage. Now APG down to just Doc on a sliver of HP.
And we talked about them a lot earlier, Blank. DXavier making that rotate in has really paid off. I mean, the circle's helped, but they have managed to maintain that position on the north side here. They are not across the water. They are still on that southwest side, and they are rotating through. They've had oversight on so many of these fights. I mean, we saw brilliant nades just then, but none of them really mattered for the teams throwing them because of so much pressure coming through from DXavier's position.
They have held a really nice 4-man split as well, which I'm sure the desk will talk about at some point, but being able to do that over towards that tree line is not easy. There's plenty of positions teams could backstab you from, but I think they were keeping tabs on the circle very, very well. And immediately, as you saw there, as soon as the team got anywhere close, that's where they started to open up. VP, who did fantastically well within their own region, now have set themselves up beautifully on this north side. They're one of the last to the circle as well. They were on a similar trajectory to Alpha 7, so both teams had similar ideas here. But in their case, VP has 4 players as opposed to Alpha 7's 2, so has a much larger chance at taking this game. I think for DXavier, it's a tall task ahead of them, right? They need to take down most of the teams on the western side. Then they need to get an initial knockover towards Virtus Pro to enable even a swim to take place. I think if you were to put money on this match, fake Monopoly money, of course, you'd probably be betting that on VP.
Yeah, I think that is the smart money right now. I think you might be right on that one. IQ trying to leave, GS dropping down, trying to find one of their backstops, and they will be able to do so fairly simply. I mean, the rotate necessary coming through from IQ. They're rotating up, and Prestige, who did manage to get out of this one, does finally fall down, will fall to IQ, and they will stop at 13 elims blank. Almost 50% of their points this match have come through from Alpha 7. Pretty fantastic, if you ask me. Thunder Talk now pushing in as well from that western edge.
Yeah, look to push through APG. Top and Doc were able to get back up into position. It's a cracking nade. A lot of splash damage on that bad boy. Flashed his own teammate, but he had eyes on. That was the main thing, right? He had eyes on, so the flash didn't matter. They mainly flashed Doc there.
It's all shock and awe, you know. They're just rolling on in. Big bang, big boom. They know where the player is.
Throw the stun grenade.
If you're both flashed and only one of you knows where the other one is, that's an easy win. Hey, look at this. Alpha 7. They've managed to find some divots very early across the way. Talked about them before. And now here we are, with them being given a massive amount of circle luck to keep themselves in this one.
Wow, what a lob from Paragian. Very, very long on the nade there. But Thunder Talks get up effectively, and DXavier have nothing to say about it. 7 elims so far for the Thunder Talks, and overall, I would say the team play is phenomenal this game. I've been very impressed with maybe not the mechanical skill, but the decision making overall has been very, very good from Thunder Talks.
Xavier with 2 players now, holding off against 3, but it's Lamball to fall, leaving just Nate T left. He is closer to the water, and Thunder Talk do need to move on in, move a little bit closer here as the nades continue to roll on out. This is a bit more of a difficult push now. Virtus.pro may have oversight to some of these side angles that Thunder Talk are going to want to use to approach this situation, so it could be a little bit harder. That deployable cover as well, airdropping on in, giving them that concrete barrier, keeping them safe, but Alpha 7. They're still alive, by the way, and they've taken down DXavier.
That's an annoying one for Thunder Talks. I think they were just about to get that knock as well. But Alpha 7 salvaging this game as best as possible. I think that was only doable through this.
What on earth?
Yeah, this is rude. It's very rude. Thunder Talks might win this game. I might be wrong. I think for Virtus.pro, I mean, all things considered, this absolutely made sense for Virtus.pro to win this game. And I think that I would be lying to myself to say that I made a mistake that I don't think I did. I think it's just a case of the circles messing with us all right now. But for Thunder Talks, I'm going to go ahead and say that I think that just off the back of this game, there's been multiple moments where I thought that the team play is very, very good, which is usually something that is quite present in Chinese teams anyway, is that their team play is very, very good, but they're backing up with very, very quick maneuvers. So I quite like this from Thunder Talks. Virtus.pro immediately know they need to move across. I don't like that Thunder Talks aren't holding the water aggressively here, and I think that they're worried to go too far forward and expose themselves to angles from Alpha 7. But that does get Malai as well as Milky Way up with the 2 backstops in Aragon as well as Voston just watching their approach. Very well done. Very, very well done.
Yeah, I think this is really well played by Virtus.pro, and I think you're right on that. Alpha 7 off angle, suppressing Thunder Talk on the western side. Just a note on the circle on the minimap, it's slightly offset from where it actually is. It's a little bit further southwest than this, so it is actually centered up into the water here. It does look like it gives more of an advantage to the southwest coastline, but that is not the case. 4 players for Virtus.pro, they're split 2 and 2. A nade here could be dangerous. Could cause themselves to bleed out a little bit further, but this is the time that Virtus.pro are going to use to flex out. They're really needing to control Alpha 7 here, and Thunder Talk can't take shots over towards their backstop with these front 2 playing it. Virtus.pro playing on a knife's edge right now, but it's working. A nade over the top, over towards Xing. Milky Way might drop down into the path of the nade, but the work has already been done. AJ getting taken down to the last player to stand for them, and the players across the way, Carrillo is chiming in too.
So
Thunder Talk up against the wall, and Virtus.pro have played this masterfully.
I mean, you might have a 2v2 here, though, between Alpha 7 and Virtus Pro going over towards that end game, depending on how AJ plays out these final moments. A lot of indecision there coming through from Thunder Talks. And there you go. This is exactly what I was talking about. Aragon now has to hit the deck. There is shots from the sideline. Obscure has to be clean with this one. He is not. And Malloy is providing support. Carrillo with it all down to him now in these final moments.
And he will not be able to meet the mark. Virtus Pro able to claim that Northern Shore on a deadly circle on Rondo Blank to kick us off. Alpha 7, I mean, they played like lemmings at the start of the match, but they claimed second place off a big shift up to the northeast side.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if I would call that a big win for Alpha 7. It's a bit of a salvage game. But let's head back over to the desk to see what they had to think about this one.
Man, what a tough game there for Virtus Pro at Alpha 7, huh? I mean, that was a very difficult rotation. It's so ridiculous. Rondo, there's only the tiniest little bit of water, and it just so happens to land on majority of water here. Hey, it's PMGC circles, Max, man. What else can we expect, right?
Yeah, like Rondo, there's just a little river. There's no way it's going to come into play, right?
Yeah.
Right? And it does, like, it's genuinely so impactful in the later stages of this game. And it keeps shifting to the east every single circle shift. I don't know what the hell was happening. Alpha 7 and Virtus Pro, of course, congrats on the amazing game. You guys got a little bit lucky with the circle there. And you know what? They made the most out of it, Hot Jukes. That's what you want to see. And Virtus Pro, Aragon in particular, and Malloy, Milky Way, the guys putting up the numbers and coming out huge here on this first game on Rondo as the kings of the CSA region.
Let's go. I mean, it's so crazy. I mean, towards the end of that game, I mean, for us in the background, we were like, all right, yeah, you know what? Alpha 7, they got this win. And then for a second, we were like, all right, Thunder Talk, they're
A brilliant play, and this is what I'm saying. They're a smart team. They know what they're doing against these global teams.
Yeah, and though looking at the leaderboards, we saw for second there, Hodrix, we need to mention Thunder Talk. Like, those guys, 15 points right out of the gates here for the PL region, setting up absolutely game-winning positions onto the western side. I think earlier on they had a big 2-2 split, then they regrouped onto mini heaven, as we were calling it in this game, a little plateau area, and their zoning capabilities were just second to none. They were so efficient at making sure they were creating space for themselves to transition later on in that game. Thunder Talk, I want to see more of this, because this is the Thunder Talk I believe was Xavier over that little valley point, keeping one play on the backside. I believe it was King.
Yes.
That was literally the most perfect execution of that play for Thunder Talk in particular that we could have expected in that situation. It was so well played.
It was so nice. I love to see sitting pretty number 2 here on the top 4 players. It's really nice, and it's really it's a good example or a good representation of what this game was for them. It was really nice.
Beautifully done, beautifully done. I mean, man, R8 starting off strong. So many different things to talk about, but that's it for Rondo. Next up, we're gonna go into Erangel, Max. And when it comes to Erangel, right, we already saw some hot drops in Rondo. I know that we're gonna possibly have some ones here in the big map of Erangel. Which ones do you think are gonna happen here, Max?
Well, I'm a bit scared about Virtus Pro and Alpha 7 because they both drop in George Pole / Lipovka. Also, they do drop in Milta Power for Virtus Pro, so there could be a little bit of a clash there. But the main one, I think that me and Niptero are both going to be heavily paying attention to moving forward, is going to be GS Team hot dropping APG in military base, because they kept doing it during the scrims. Are they going to do it today, Nep? I'm hoping no, but they might.
I really hope they don't, because like we discussed yesterday, right, while we were watching that, it's like, if you want to go and hot drop another team that maybe has just switched to that position because of PMGC, then fine. But you don't hot drop APG in the location they have had for years across multiple different teams. No matter what team they're on, they drop military base. They know the ins and outs so intimately of that location that for GS to go, hey, actually, we're going to uproot you out of that. No, you're not. It's not happening. Go somewhere else. Don't hot drop. Don't do it.
It's big enough to have 2 teams, okay, guys?
Dude,
it's way
true,
more than enough
but
buildings and
APG's like,
military
nah.
base. Yeah, it like genuinely, Hot
Military.
Jukes, if we see the fight happen again between GS Team and APG in military, it's 100% intentional, and I think GS are kind of throwing.
Yeah, I mean,
I want
honestly.
it not to be top 7.
Because even when we were watching it during the scrims, it's not like any of these teams were, either the two squads were walking away unscathed, right? Like, they were all walking away with 2 players gone or 1 player out of there. And I mean, when we're playing 3 Erangels, this is the map in particular you don't want to waste any time on, right? So
yeah,
it's crazy to see. I mean, a hot drop of this scale. But I mean, we talk about, I mean, these teams here, and APG in particular, they don't move for nobody, Max.
They're never gonna, like, I think that we're gonna be 10 years in the future in PUBG Mobile Esport, and APG will still drop on Sovnovka Island in military base, okay? This is their position for the longest time, and it will stay that way moving into the future. Though, looking at the hot drops that used to happen, we used to have Orangutan, right? Neptura hot dropping versus Regnum Karia in Rozhok. They changed their drop location now dropping around Shelter area. They can also go to Severny if they want. I think this is